Are we live?
We're not live. We are recording, so you can say the F word if you want. Also, if you want to help this radio station go viral, if you want to say anything like really messed up,
Just cancel myself?
yeah, just do that for us. A couple questions to start the show. First, how are you?
I'm good. How's everyone here?
Oh, good.
Are you guys coming tonight?
Of course.
And tomorrow.
Oh, really? Houston? What's up with tonight's venue? I've never been. Is it cool?
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's not as good as Stubbs, but it's great.
It's not as good as Stubbs? Wow.
The sound engineering guys say it's way better, so I think.
I like Stubbs. This venue tonight? Yeah. Who? What do they do? Green? Cool.
So weed. Yeah, I like it. It's going to be a little moist. How do you prepare for these outdoor shows, by the way? Is there something you kind of do? Are you doing the cold plunges? That's what all the hip podcasters are
No,
into
I don't do
these
shit.
days. Love it. True musician.
Yeah. Podcasting must be funny for someone like you who's in radio.
Well, it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because when I couldn't get a job on radio, I bought stuff and podcasted, and now they've even combined the award. You know how every city does like best artist, best radio guy. Now it's best
I
radio
don't know that. Every
or
city does that.
podcaster. Well, I don't think anyone knows it either. To be fair,
Here's a hot, super hot. Fuck hot takes. Here's a thought.
no, give it.
Everything is just to break something else down and remake it in its exact image. Like podcasting is just radio,
Yes.
right? Or like, what was the example we were laughing about the other day? Like, we were laughing that like someone's like, now you can get, like Hulu and Netflix and all this stuff for like this price. And we're like, oh, cable.
Yeah, $10
Yeah,
more than I was
and then
paying
they're
for
like,
cable.
In a historic twist, Chris Rock goes live on Netflix. And you're like, TV, right?
Yeah.
Or like, do you notice that like ride sharing is getting super shitty, and now it's just cabs?
Cabs.
Yeah. But then after you go through these cycles, you look back and you realize, okay, so like we did this whole experiment, like TV is a really good example of it, right? Because they're just sort of remade cable, and at the end of the experiment, we're left with the same thing, except we all paid $10 a month, like 9 services for a decade.
Yeah.
It's
And then
weird.
they thought, hey, it'd be a good idea is if we bundle these.
Yeah, and if we
into
just
one
remake it
service.
into the exact. And so sometimes I've never been able to listen to podcasts because I can't focus, but I know everyone does. But now I know. But then I'm just sort of like, it's just the radio.
It's hilarious that a major radio company bought up a large podcast conglomerate, I guess if you'd call it that, and they're like, we're going to host podcasts on our radio and podcast it. And I was like, you mean talk radio?
Yeah,
That's literally what you're doing.
I know. If you told me that talk radio and like basic crime documentaries would be the biggest form of media in 2024 for young people, I would think that was very strange.
Okay, I'm going to...
Right? That's weird. Documentaries used to be very niche. If you like came into school or work one day, like 15 years ago, and you're like, I'm watching a murder documentary, people are like,
Eek. Now it's...
or if you're like, I listen to talk radio, you're like, virgin piece of shit.
I promise
Suck.
this question will somehow relate
That's
to...
not me. That's you
that-
saying that.
No, you're right about it. I promise this question will somehow relate to composing music.
I don't care.
Okay. So in the podcast realm, it's very weird to me as a radio person to listen because you get like one guy that's like this and trying to crack jokes, and then some dude that bought a microphone, and
But that's radio.
the podcast.
Like Shithead and the Shark in the morning.
But at least Shithead and the Shark all had like
Which one are you?
professional equipment. I'm the captain.
Okay, you're the captain. And do you have a mate?
Do I have a first mate? I got
Yeah.
a rear admiral. I got my seaman.
And who in the crew says the things that are bad, and who stops that? Like, is there like are you the one who's?
I'm pretty much the one that does everything with the sound effects, and the
Okay.
rest of my crew roll their eye. Like, I'm the only one that refers to myself captainly in third person. Everyone's like, all right, dude. It's one of those shows.
I like it.
Yeah. Have you noticed, like, I love the loss of, I guess, gatekeeping and the ease of creation, but as a music creator, do you feel like, man, I'm competing with TikTokers that...
No, I don't feel like art's ever in competition with anything. I just think that there's a difference between gatekeeping and curation.
Okay,
And
good point
and
there.
I think that sometimes people just say the word, not you, but I think that the idea of curation is a good thing because it's nice to, it's all the same shit. It's like there's yin and yang to all of it, right? Like I remember when I was coming up in music, you just couldn't break through without just touring like crazy. It's the only way. You could just you just show up for years. That's what we did. This town to me is so, it's South by Southwest is so baked into my head, which, before the internet, because now the internet's South by Southwest. You literally, like, right, you used to go to South by Southwest to discover things.
The technology part's
Yes.
the biggest one.
Yeah, so I would literally be like, oh my God, I have to see this band, this band, this band, because I heard about them and I wasn't about to go buy their record. So we would come, we'd do like 10 shows. You've heard all the South by Southwest stories. But so at that time, we were like, oh, this sucks. There's such a ceiling. Everything's so gate kept. There's no way to break in.
And now it's a little easier.
Now it's easier,
Social.
but what would have been different if I didn't grow up when I grew up, which I'm happy about, is I wouldn't have done all that crazy, fuck 10,000 hours,
Almost like stand-up
half a
comedians.
million
Yeah.
hours. And me and my band, when we were 16, 20, whatever, we would have been going crazy making content, which maybe things would have ended up better or worse. I don't know. I have no judgment about this. I just know that was a really special time, and I think people yearn for it, but don't always know how to get it.
You focused on doing the work and doing the creative and getting better as a musician, where I guess you kind of hit on it.
You're giving me
maybe.
credit. I just did what I
did-
just did what we did.
But that was
at
fun,
time.
I guess. So now it's just a shift, but you
Not
bring...
always.
Yeah?
It just, it's the same way that I just think at any given time, I don't think any time is better or worse. I just think you kind of deal with what you have, and then good things find a way. Nowadays it's like flooded. Back then it was the opposite. But I will say that I don't often hear things that blow my mind that other people don't agree with.
Yeah.
So like usually, like I remember, yeah. So I don't know. I get just generally hopeful, and that there's always like a heap of absolute like bullshit, and then art will find its way through.
It always does. I mean, as a young kid, I listened to Poison's Unskinny Bop
Oh,
like on repeat. It
not
didn't
where I
make
thought
it a
you were
good
going.
song,
Okay.
but you just play it like now. You play things again and again and again, but I still feel like there's great music getting through.
there's always great music.
Yeah.
That's why I think like, who got in trouble recently? Was it like Jerry Seinfeld was like, movies are dead, right? Did you see that one? And it's such a old guy.
Get off my lawn take. He's
take
been
because
having.
it's well, not really. I mean, there's a lot. I don't know if you guys like movies. It's a really exciting year. There's so many great movies.
You're just not
Zone
doing
of
a good
Interest may have
job.
been one of the best movies I've ever seen. So you have to be careful. It's not even just old or young, just wherever you sit, to just remember that you might only know the people you know. And there might be a ton of other things going on. Yeah, because people are always like, man, music sucks nowadays. I'm like, it's literally better than ever. Like, here's 20 albums that came out this year.
I've always said it's
that
a
are
you
brilliant.
problem.
Yeah, well,
It's-
I get it because it happens to all of us, but you get stuck in a certain kind of music. What are this? It's what, like 18 to 22 or something. You gotta. So yeah, it's just it's fun to open your eyes and see what else is out there, but probably scarier than ever for other reasons.
Speaking of music fun, would you like to play? Will you play music for
Yeah.
us? All right, here we go with my radio. Ladies and gentlemen, CJ 101X giving you Bleachers. See, you can't do that. on
Is that the
podcast.
voice the captain uses?
That's the captain's voice. Ahoy, all right. Here we go.
So the captain is like an old school ship captain, right?
It's like when I started in radio, I wanted to have a real corny radio name, and my last name's Morgan,
Captain Morgan.
so it worked.
Got it.
Still need that sponsorship. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get loud for Bleachers.
What should I play? Oh, interesting. Okay. Check. Well, I could use a bad disguise to guard me on the darkest nights. Keep fighting my way to the harshest words. It's a strange, strange vision of a reckless love. Oh, standing in a world of my own. It's reckless love. I'm sorry, can you make me super dry? Thanks. Oh, oh. So give me a chance to remember what I've given up to defend you. I burned my dreams away, standing in the thankless shadows of a reckless love. No, standing in a world of my own. It's reckless love. Oh. Get out, stand back. If you don't let go, you're gonna break me. And you get out, stand back. Get out, stand back. If you don't let go, you're gonna break me. And you get out. Oh. You should give me a chance to remember what I've given up to defend you. I burned my dreams away, standing in the broken shadows of a reckless love. That's a reckless love. It's a reckless love. Reckless love. Oh man, that's such a hard song to sing. Okay, give me another one I haven't practiced. Whoa. What did you say? I last? You asked, yeah. I'm not blaming you. Okay. You said better. You said everybody lost somebody. You said bullet. I have to play bullet. That's gonna win. Sorry. And it's the one that no one will know. I don't know anything about how I do it. I'll fuck this up. You'll play this on the radio or no? I know modern. No, this is what I'm doing now.
Oh, yes, keep cussing.
Okay. 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 I don't know what key it's in. Got it. Sort of. Fell in love in the backseat of your car. The road was shorter than it looked, like 10 years and 2 more. And I held the girl closer than was safe. Take what you want from me. I'm not afraid to turn around and see you by my side. Well, I felt pretty when I turned out the light. I didn't know just what was going on when all my guts were telling me to run. I stuck around when I should have been there with you. After all that we lost, I swear I'll never let go. And you and I both are nothing but thieves. We take what we want when we need. Had a chance for a better life, but all that I've known is to run, run, run from a devil in disguise. Like a bullet, bullet, bullet into the night. We're the last generation of hope. I wouldn't mind if together we died alone. I was 21 when I lost control. Took my hands off the wheel, wheel had spun on its own, and I lost so much of what I loved. Take what you want from me, I'm not afraid to turn around to see. I said, you're by my side. Well, I felt pretty when we turned out the light. I didn't know just what was going on Well, all my guts were telling me to run. I stuck around when I should have been there with you. After all that we lost, I swear I'll never let go. 'Cause you and I both are nothing but thieves. We take what we want when we need. Had a chance for a better life, but all that I've known is to run, run, run from a devil in disguise. Like a bullet, bullet, bullet into the night. For the last generation of hope, I wouldn't mind. Together we died alone. Everybody from Austin? Nobody from Austin. Very few of you from Austin. You people from Texas? You're from Austin. It's weird. Right? I like it. Do you? Oh. Have you guys seen shows at the venue tonight before? Who have you seen? Dominic Fike. Idols. Beach House. Jacob Collier. Vampire Weekend. Oh, you saw the. How was it? Did it happen? I was on a plane. Watching that reality show about the sports memorabilia guy. Has anyone seen it? One person? Oh, you saw it. It's good. It's good, right? Ken Golden. Don't watch it. It's not that good, but it's like, well, I don't care about the eclipse because I feel that way all the time. Like, look, I'm just like, think the sky is crazy, and so I like to, like, take in the majesty of nature and the universe without potentially blowing my retinas to pieces. So I get worried about that. I was worried that I was going to look up and never be the same. I'm not above it. It's just a personal concern. Some of you might agree with me. Did you all look at it? You guys just burn your shit? Everyone? You did? Yeah, but the glasses are like... In what world are those glasses blocking all... It's like, you know, peak COVID when someone would have just like a shit mask and you'd be like... Like, you telling me that the fucking sun rays is just that paper? No one asks any questions, right? You just get the glasses and you stare at the fucking sun and then you think, oh, you can get a shitty iPhone pic and you go back to your job, blow your fucking brains out? What?
Someone sold an entire school district a bunch of glasses that didn't work, but they were completely blackout. So the kids didn't get to see anything.
Were they blackout and protective or just blackout?
Who knows?
Yeah. Sorry if I'm making anyone anxious about... It was what?
It was a school for the blind.
Is that a joke?
Yeah.
Oh.
By the captain.
Is that the kind of stuff you do on the radio?
Yeah.
Are you one of these radio guys who's like, you can't say anything anymore? Or are you just...
No, but that's a lot of Austin now.
Oh, there's a lot everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what my opinion on that is? If it's funny enough, you can say whatever you want. I think what people should really be saying is, I wish I was funnier.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it comes down to. It's not that you can't say anything anymore. It's just that it's got to be really funny. Otherwise, it's just kind of boring and...
It's a good grift, though.
Grift?
'Cause it,
I don't know that word.
well, it's a good hustle. It's a good
Hustle.
way to get your audience. It's like the old radio thing where it'd be like, management says we can't do this, but we're gonna do it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And it gets everyone on your side.
WNBC. Yeah. Pig vomit?
What? Yeah, yeah.
Who's your pig vomit?
He doesn't work here anymore, but there was a moment we hired him back to be a consultant.
I bet you loved that.
It was fun.
Okay,
At least he couldn't fire us.
that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
The cool thing about being in a band is you don't necessarily work for everyone. You just sort of teeter between losing your entire career at any given moment.
If someone's recording with one of these devices.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've gotten to a point where my audience knows me, but you know, there's like, you know, we're still, you know, a group of people that spend an enormous amount of time together. So we have like a language amongst each other that might not make sense to other people, and could be taken out of context
Oh, absolutely.
as bullying or abuse.
It's
But-
just locker room talk.
Well, it's the actual locker room talk. It's the
Yeah,
fun
yeah,
kind.
totally, not
Yeah,
just being
because what Trump left out of the locker room thing is that real locker room talk when you're really with the guys is super, super homoerotic. And that's the part that I feel like Trump wasn't really, you know, like, real locker room vibe is like, you know, like, it's not like, guess what I did with Joanne. It's like, does this look cancerous? Is real, you know, right? That's real locker room banter. You just gotta dig one level deeper. What?
Is there gum on my leg? Okay, some people know that
I don't even get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really homoerotic, which is great and should be celebrated. Right? Like no one's ever been in a locker room with guys who are actually straight talking about women. It's never happened. It's never happened in the world.
Yeah.
Those are closeted men sitting there dying to hook up with each other. But because of their whatever it is, upbringing or faith, they can't do it. So they have to sit there and talk about hot women.
Yeah.
Is anyone with me on this? I mean, I'm positive. I've been in a number of locker rooms, and it's just, you know, there's a whole generation of closeted homosexuals who are making us pay.
Yeah.
You with me? You with me?
Happy Pride.
Yeah, happy Pride. Yeah. Well, they're not. I mean, you don't see members of LGBT community just shooting each other. You just don't see it. Like it's like, you know. Sorry, is that too much for you guys? Take it too far. I'm sorry. There's a younger person here. How are you? Hi. You. How old are you? How old are you? Sorry, I didn't see you. Everything I'm saying is like, it's smart. It might be worth saying, but it's. Don't let closeted men ruin your life. Period. Yeah, but anyway, the point is, when the whole locker room banner thing happened, me and all my friends who feel really happy on whatever spectrum we're on, we're like, what locker room? You should see the locker rooms we hang out in. I think, is it one more song? What's the vibe?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
You down to do one more?
Yeah, I'm not going to leave it like this.
You want me to come whip you with a towel and giggle? Does that kind of get us going?
No, I don't want to do it with you. I want to do it with my friends. I want to do it with people I know really well.
Yeah, then it's just assault.
Yeah.
It's a stranger.
If you do it, it's the other kind of locker room. Yeah. I'm gonna. What's your 10? What's your name? Are you coming to the show tonight? No. Is that your dad? And you're not coming to the show either. Three. You don't want to bring the whole family? Is it a ticketing issue or you can't just bring a family to a show easily issue?
You don't want a 4-year-old at your show.
I do. It makes no difference to me, but okay. Because we can get you tickets, you just can't come. Okay. Sorry.
Would love to.
Okay. Piper, what else are you listening to right now? She's the best, right? What songs do you like on the new album? I love that song. My favorite's Guilty as Sin right now. Who else are you into? Good enough, yeah. I mean, when I was 10, I only listened to Smashing Pumpkins and nothing else. So it's really, I think it's very cool to just like listen to one thing. Okay. I'll play I Want to Get Better, and I'm going to play it the way I wrote it, which was kind of like a folk song. Thank you guys. This has been bizarre. You'll hear some of what I mean in these lyrics. And thank you for having me. Good luck editing this for the radio. Yeah, I hear the voice of a preacher from the back room, calling my name and I follow just to find you. Trace the faith to a broken down television. I put on the weather, and I've trained myself to give up on the past, 'cause I frozen time between hearses and caskets. I lost control when I panicked at the acid test. Now I wanna get better. While my friends were getting high and chasing girls down parkway lines, I was losing my mind, 'cause the love that I gave was wasted on a nice face. In a blaze of fear, I put a helmet on a helmet, counting seconds through the night. I got carried away, and now I'm standing on the overpass, screaming at myself, hey, I wanna get better. Didn't know I was lonely until I saw your face, but I wanna get better, 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 I wanna get better. I didn't know I was broken until I wanted to change, but I wanna get better, 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 I wanna get better. I wanna get up to my room where there's girls on the ceiling. I cut out the pictures and chase that feeling of an 18-year-old who didn't know what loss is. Now I'm a stranger, and I'll miss the days of a life still permanent, more than the years before I got carried away. That's why I'm standing on the interstate, screaming at the cars, hey, I wanna get better. I didn't know I was lonely until I saw your face. I wanna get better, 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 I wanna get better. I didn't know I was broken until I wanted to change, but I wanna get better, 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 I wanna get better. 'Cause I'm sleeping in the back of a taxi, I'm screaming out my bedroom window, even if it's gonna kill me. Yeah, I woke up this morning early before my family. From this dream she was trying to show me how a life can move from the darkness. Yeah, she says to get better. And so I put a bowler where I should have put a helmet, and I crashed my car 'cause I want to get carried away. So I'm standing on the overpass screaming at myself, hey, I want to get better. I didn't know I was lonely until I saw your face, but I want to get better, 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 I want to get better. I didn't know I was broken until I wanted to change, but I want to get better, 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 I want to get better. Thank you. Thank you all.
Bleachers, everyone. Yes.
See most of you guys tonight.
That was incredible.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for
For the bizarreness that this was.
You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'm in front of a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
And you can talk, but there's very few moments in the show. You know, there's a lot of energy, and it's sort of this like big one organism thing, like bobbing around, right? You can't sort of stop and be like, "Here's a thought," right?
With this, it's a little more.
So when I get into a room with a few people, I'm just desperate to
And then when we start talking,
chat.
we get into ass grabbing. I got two more questions before we get into politics and the situation in the Levant. I had a bunch of listener questions,
Levant.
but
What's
Amy,
Levant mean?
my friend Amy wanted to FaceTime
Oh,
you.
hi, Amy.
She can't make the show in Houston,
Oh, okay.
so she just wanted to say hi.
Sorry. Are you home?
Are you at home with the kids, Amy? She's
It's another can't make the show
she's
family.
so embarrassed. Yeah.
Sorry,
Amy.
Amy.
Kids are welcome at the show. She's so
The
embarrassed.
captain put the it's the captain can't hear you because hi. There you go. I can hear
Okay,
you
there,
now.
yeah. That's really great for the radio to do a visual joke and all that. But no, we wanted to thank you. This has been a great response from listeners, and we appreciate everything you do, not just for music, but for uniting the throngs of young ladies in the office. To all my 40-plus-year-old mom fans that have been texting and emailing me nonstop since they found out you were coming to the radio station. No, never has anyone cared about my radio career outside of this office.
Really?
Until they were like, Bleachers is coming to 101X.
Cool.
So thank you for
Right
making me
on.
look cool for 10 minutes.
I would love to do it for longer.
Last chunk of advice for the humans in Austin on how to live life and be successful
For me?
for everyone.
Okay. Seems like a layup for a joke, but I'll go serious.
It's not, man. It's a good shitty ending.
Most people
open-ended
out there are
question.
really nice in the world. Most people out there are really nice and want to see nice things happening and want to see their friends do well and want to see peace on earth. But that is we don't talk about it enough, right? Right? Remember you used to like watch the news and be like, and then run away. Yeah, there's too much going on to. What was that study? You can only really know 125 people. Did you read that? I think it's more like 10. So just like, hence why I love being in a band and being in the studio a lot. Is like I think the world revolves best when just like everyone's in their own small community doing their thing. Locker room talk, baby.
Locker room talk. Has anyone ever helped you off a horse?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'll once again answer it seriously.
Had to end
My
it in
wife
locker
has a
room talk.
horse,
Okay, see?
and I've been helped off many horses
Thank you.
by many people in many locker rooms.
Well, we appreciate your candor, your wit, your fun, your sweetness, your bizarreness.
Thanks for
and of
coming
course,
here, Pepperoni. Pepperoni is
connecting with all of us,
special.
man, and the music and stuff you put together is great. She's smelling her old pee spots on the carpet, but she says hi.
I'll see all you guys, some of you guys tonight, and then Piper and Piper's dad maybe another time. Come hang at the show, bring the whole family. Maybe when everyone grows up or something a little bit and it's more manageable. Okay.
Awesome. Thank y'all so
Awesome.
much. Jack from Bleachers, everyone. Big round of applause.